As you can see, I had to go back. I got to go back and get some new screws, but I got the other side and I got my hinges. I got my 12 Tribe sign up. The Wadi Yabashi Melvin shop. This takes a little work. Gotta have access to a drill and some basic knowledge of how to create some stuff. But it's a blessing. That being said, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the Wanted Apostles and the Elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing the truth on the highways and byways. Shalom to you, defending the faith, building up the house of David. Wish you life to do so.
Hi, how are you?
What's up? Shalom to you, Akim. I'm gonna just jump right into it. It's 2018 and it's already February. It just feels like the other day Apostle Paul was putting a decree out that 2018 was gonna be the year of prophecy. But now it's February. So maybe it's just me, but it feels like the time is being sped up. Everything is being sped up now. Everything is going at fast pace and fast motion. And you got Amazon teaming up along with JP Morgan and you got Amazon teaming up with JP Morgan and Berkshire Hathaway. We know that's Warren Buffett, one of the so-called elites of America. And they're going to go into the healthcare industry. They're talking about, of course, the first thing they tell you about is money. They want to lower the price for things. They want the healthcare system to cut the corners, right? Esau's new thing is, look, we're going to drain the swamp, because he knows his system up till now has been a lot of bullshit. So now everybody's going with the same formula. Look, we're going to drain the swamp, we're going to reinvent ourselves and do this, but really all they're doing is lining up to implement the RFID chip. That's all it is. It's just a play upon that. And that's the name of the game at Esau's system. Reinventing yourself and then trying to come back with some new form of wickedness. There's nothing wrong with renewing yourself, refreshing yourself, or if you go off your course, you repent or whatever, as I had to do. But hey, the name of the game is to keep your hand on the plow. And to you, after watching this, hey, we're in the end of times. Our elders and apostles, they've been doing this for a very long time, and they're even starting to say it. The time is now, man. In 2018, this is the end of days. This is the end. This is the end right here. We can see it playing out. We can see it, Trump going into the Gulf Coast. We can see these different things, these different prophecies that have to be kicked off. We can see all currency going into digital currency, right? They're trying to say that they can go over the elites' heads. See, look, we can go over the heads of the elites to lock it. We can go over the heads of the elites with the new cryptocurrency, with these different currencies. But there's no going over their head. That's all by design, because that's how they do it. It's the Hegelian dialect name. You got your problem, you had your reaction, your solution, and all of that has been gauged. It's all been pre-planned. It's all been planned out and articulated exactly how it's going to be presented. And the new thing in America is biometric sensors, biometric scanners, biometric reading. You got people called biohacking and biohackers. They're starting to introduce the concept of virtual reality, artificial sex bots and robots. They got that. They're talking about all kind of shit. You can put your mind in a robot and shit. So this stuff this stuff is all panning up, man. And we kind of saw it in the Matrix. It's panning up. They said it in the Matrix. Look, we blacked out this. In the Matrix, I think one of the things happened was we were at war with the robots. We set off a bomb that covered the sky in darkness or something. So they had to use us as a battery source to power their empire. That's what the chip is about. The RFID chip uses your BTUs, your body's heat, as a power source, as a battery source to be able to operate. Just like you have to, at a certain point, like the winter right now, you got to deal with lemon juice, you got to deal with lime juice and kiwi and these different citrus fruits because they create a electric current in your body. What's up, man? Citrus fruit creates an electric current in your body. Oh, yeah, all of them. That's why. Hey, you ever made a battery with a lemon or a lime or something like that?
I personally haven't. I've actually seen it.
Okay, it's an electrolyte. Electrolyte conducts electricity. Yep. Yeah. So the elites have they know that, and so I've heard from some of these different scientists. You know, I watch the different Kemetic scientists and stuff on some of the things they say. They were talking about Esau actually has people who specify in increasing your body's electrical content because you have a bioelectric field. You know, you have a bioelectric currency. That's why if your heart fails, they try to jumpstart you. They know the exact voltage that they can give the body to bring you back to life. But then that's a complicated system too. You have a, you know, your brain has bioelectric waves that go through it. They got these things. It's like they had Morpheus hooked up in their imprisonment scene. They had the things hooked up on his head, and that was kind of measuring his pulse and his bioelectric source. And that's basically your soul. Once that electricity goes out and it falters, boom, you're dead. And that's why a lot of our people are in the state that they're in because we're not eating the right things according to the scriptures, or maybe we're eating a lot of things with harsh chemicals that are leaving traces in your body. You're not cleaning them out, or you're eating too much meat, an excess of meat will cause you to get sick. You know, definitely something I got to work on. Or it's a lot of things. We're eating unclean things and unclean animals and unclean products. So it's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. What you eat and what you do with that. You are what you eat. It's like I know, man. Sometimes I get a temptation to get up, you know, and you can just get that little 2-piece, or you can get that chicken strip sandwich or something. But you gotta turn away from doing that. You have to really discipline yourself. You know, when you get to the store, what you do is you gotta buy some more fruit. Buy more fruit. You get hungry. Look, I just get some fruit. And fruit, that's just water and sugar. And then when you do get fruit, like I said, you try to get citrus fruit, try to get berries, because that's gonna also cleanse your colon with the berries. Or you try to get coconut. You know, in the Midwest, it's hard to get coconut that's not rotted because it takes longer for it to get here. But some other places, you know, they grow coconuts, so it's a lot easier. But I know a lot of times I get coconut, it's already rotted out, or you know, it's starting to. It's got that damn mold, and coconut rots out quick. And the scriptures talk about that. The apostle brought that out too. And he talked about you have to know how to get into the herbs. You gotta, because the time is coming where, like I said before, this society is coming down. The economic state of this society is coming to a close, right? The brothers addressed that on the GMS algorithm. The grind mill is going to cease. It's not going to be a transportation industry. It's not going to be none of that anymore. The military is going to shut everything down. And if you don't take the RFID chip and become a part of Esau's world order, you ain't going to be able to buy it, like the scriptures say, Revelation 13, you ain't going to be able to buy or sell. No man is going to be able to buy or sell without that mark in it. So you might have to go underground, which is, you know, going out to the woods or the forest or whatever. And out there, you got to know how to, you know, it's going to benefit you to be able to use those herbs. Use that. I know they got a lot of Missouri ginseng. They got golden seal. You know, we got a few things out here in the forest. You got to be able to know what you can and cannot eat. You know, you try to familiarize yourself with that kind of stuff. Ultimately, it's going to be the Lord guiding you in those days. That's what doing the work is about. It's about that. It's about the brotherhood. It's about following order. It's about us coming back to our manhood and our rulership over this world. Because we are Israel. We're a nation of kings and priests. And you know, that's a bold statement, but it's a hard thing becoming a king and a priest. Some things, you know, you coming out of the world, you just a regular nigga. You're not gonna understand how to become a king or a priest. You're not gonna understand how to deal with every situation according to the scriptures, or you know, maybe you know, you haven't come across the particular lesson. That's why it's important to stay into the lessons too. It's important to do all of that. Because a nation of kings and priests, man, those are well-to-do men. Those are important men. So we got to start coming back to our royal history and our royal lineage. As so-called Black, Native American, and Latino people, we are royal people. And then you have descendants of those people scattered across the earth in every country around the world. We got the Israelites. That's why most of these people walking by, they already know about it. Yeah, we know about the Israelites. Yeah, especially my people, they know about the Israelites. A lot of these people, you know, they'll come at you with the Christian doctrine. You'll cut them with the scriptures. They'll go home and study you, and now they pass it off. And then you got other people. You know, you got a lot of coons, sellouts, basically. A lot of them are going to come out of that stuff, but a lot of them are not. And the pressure is going to be turned up even more because Esau sees that a lot of us know who we are. We know that we're Israelites. So the pressure right now is on. The pressure's on. The pressure's on Esau. The pressure's on his kingdom. Everything he's doing is start to be revealed. You know, you got his women and our women. They're starting to kind of rise up, which that's part of a script too, but that's still on the world stage. That looks bad. That looks bad that you got women talking about Me Too and all this other crazy shit. Which again, that's part of an agenda. We know that that's not an organic movement. There's nothing on that level is, but still, you know, Harvey Weinstein, he's not happy right now. Bill Cosby, all these men of power, Russell Simmons, and they did it. They probably all did it, but they did it in a part of the game, and that was that's how Esau does. He'll do business with you. He'll know that you're some kind of sexual offender, or maybe these people are some kind of pedophile or some kind of rapist or whatever their evil deeds are. He'll do business with you. But then when the time comes and he tries to fuck you over and you don't want to do what he says do, now that stuff comes back to bite you. And that's probably what the case is for all these men. Somehow or some way they violated some kind of order set up by Esau, and it came back to bite him. That information on him came out. Just like they show you in Eyes Wide Shut. He wished that was fake, but he snuck into, you know, the little meeting, the little rituals or whatever the fuck they were doing, and then boom, they told him, look, you ever talk about any of this shit, we'll kill you. And that's for real, for real. That's why you've had different celebrities. I think it was Martin Lawrence. They saw him running down the street, ass naked, talking about they trying to kill me. Who was they? Dave Chappelle, look, 50 million. He turned down $50 million. Why is that? But now he's back. Now, boom, he goes right on Netflix. Why? Because he took the deal. He took that deal. And going back to the Grammys, because I watched it just to see, you know, what the new little subculture of the agenda is going to be. You had Kendrick Lamar performing. He talked about the Israelites, and You know, you had that it was a Kendrick Lamar, Dave Chappelle performance, but you know, basically they're trying to use him as the front man to try to say that, like I was saying earlier, this is a new revitalized system. They're trying to reinvent the game and bring in the new faces, or the so-called neophytes. Neophytes in the game. That's what the new generation is. That's why everybody's got the same thing. Color hair, the drug use, all of that stuff is part of the same thing. To get in the game now, you have to do that. You have what's the little Yachty, little Uzi Vert, all these crazy characters, you know. And they all tell you too, and they flirt with the idea that, look, I sold my soul to Satan, I sold my soul to the devil. I did what I had to do. Now I'm about to get this money. I'm about to get these women, these cars. You know, in reality, when you take a step back and look, that's little kid shit. That's not a thing. A real man is never going to sell his soul, no matter what the situation comes to. Now, in the ancient world, as it was brought out, you did have men who they were privy to that. They knew about the different councils, Salakia, different councils that went on. You know, Moses, it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, he knew about the councils of the Egyptians. You had men. You had certain men, even apostles and prophets, they knew about the counsels of Esau or the counsels of the wicked men of Israel. They knew about it, but it says what? They didn't necessarily agree with it. But they knew about it. You got a lot of our people like that. They might deal with Esau, or maybe they're a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. But they're still down with the Israelites. When it comes time, they show their face with the Israelites. They preach the Israelite doctrine. And you got, young brothers, low brothers, who, maybe they haven't had a lot of life experiences. They're still growing. They're gonna be Israelites too. Scriptures say, "Despise not thy youth." And blessings on all you young brothers that are waking up to the faith. Continue, put your hand on the plow. You're gonna have other men. You're gonna have men who've been down rough roads. And you're gonna have some guys coming out of the streets, some guys coming out of the military, some guys, coming out of gangs or whatever. So it's gonna be a different path for all men. All paths are not all the same, and that's something when we deal with each other we have to respect. Just like brothers talk about, we have to respect that, and we have to. We have to hold each other's hands, basically. Some brothers, we all could use a comforter. We all could use a hug. That's what this is for. This is the comforter. This is our comforter. We can all use that embrace.